Hey guys, what's happening? I'm been gone for a while. I've been playing POE 2 for like a lot of hours. Okay, let me put it that way. And out of all my builds that I've made, and I've made many, I think I like this one the best. It's to me, it's the most fun. You know, there's a lot of different builds that I also found fun, but this one was so fun for me that I had to make a video about it. Okay. So basically, what you do is step away right here. You hold your fire button down. You're gonna do a great big old hit. Once it calculates to 5, bam, and everything on the board dies. Now at least it takes a couple of hits on them, you know. And I'm also moving up and leveling my maps, so it's getting a little bit harder to kill them, you know, of course. But basically, you're running 3 hurls: ice, fire, and blood. Now, I was going into blood more. I want to show you everything in detail, but I'm just kind of try to show you what the build is about a little bit before we get into it. So, when I was leveling, I actually put skills into this. And I'll tell you why in a minute. I put it there in those blood skills and in these blood skills, okay? But at a lower level, it helped more because I wasn't one-shotting everything. You know, when I was going through the game, 28, 30, 40, everything wasn't dying. It was taking good damage, but it wasn't dying. So when I added the blood into the build and ran the blood whirl, I would do my boom, you know, and everything would just, the rest of, and I'd just walk off, you know, and everything else would just bleed to death. So I didn't have to hit it twice because already it's a little bit of a time-consuming strike as it is, right? So I was taking care of it now, but now I'm pretty much one-shotting, you know, trash and stuff like that, and even every once in a while I get an elite one-shotted, you know. When I first started doing mapping, I was one-shotting everything, but once I got up to about map 6, 5, 6, it stopped happening one-shotting, so we'll just have to see how that ends up going. One of the things in this build that you're definitely going to want to do is have 75% block. You have to have it. I tried it at 70. And when I was early on, I tried it at 60, and it kept getting my hits interrupted, you know, because you pull back this thing, and if you get interrupted, then you don't even do the strike at all. So, had to have 75. After you get 75% block, you got to focus in on your armor to make sure you don't get, you know, disrupted or what you know you're going to strike. But anyway, since we're already here in the map, I'll kind of show you. And I went ahead and went with this ascendancy. It seems to work the best for what I'm doing because obviously, you know, you're slamming the ground and you want area of effect as big as you can get it because, you know, you want to shoot one time and kill everything. Now you can run around the map and lead them all into it, so it's even better if you take a little bit of time to do that, because if you start thinking about, I got to hold this for 5 seconds, well, how long would it take me to gather up, you know, 50 guys and then just kill them all at once, you know? Because you're 75% block, you can stand in a mess of things happening to you and you will not get hit. So I went with that. I went with this, the aftershock. You'll see. And then, you know, just that's what I'm basically focusing on: area damage of the area and then area of effect. Okay. I mostly tried to go into strength nodes, but I had to put some decks. I had to put a little bit of this and that until I can get all that worked out better, which I think I actually can go back and change these to life now because I went ahead and went down here and got all of these. So probably now I can go back and fix all those into life because that's the object. The more life you have, the more damage you do, and so on and so forth. Because I'm going to be taking this. See how more strength you have, the more damage you do. There's also a block one. I don't quite know where it's at, but percentage of block you do more damage. I don't quite know where it is, but I'm going to get that too. It's here it's right in here somewhere. But anyway, your percentage of block gives you more damage. I might have took it already. No, I haven't took it yet. But anyway, it's in here somewhere. Yeah. So let me give you a look. Okay, you can pause and take a look at how I done it and just go through it yourself, just like if you want to follow me perfectly. Okay. That's how the map was laid out. That's how I did it. Gear. Now, the ice hurl up here, that's why I have these gloves on, because this makes that happen. Okay, so the fruit, blow up, and all this kind of stuff. I don't see it as much as I used to, and I'm looking into why that is. I'm seeing it, but not like it was before I changed some stuff around, so I gotta figure out exactly what I did. Now, you're gonna run a two-handed hammer in one hand, so you're gonna have to take, I believe it's this, you're gonna have to take this, which makes you have to have triple requirements to use it, you know. I'm sure if you've been a barbarian, I'm pretty sure you're probably familiar with that. So, and to be able to counteract that, I put this helm on. So at the bottom it reads equipment and skill gen, 50% reduction and all that, which makes, if I take this off, I ain't able to do it. 391 strength. I only have 200. You see, so you can kind of get an idea of just how much.
Flame of the Forge.
Skills also too, because it says gems and stuff. The helm is valuable for this build. At least early on, okay, I might come out of it. I keep going, keep putting stats in. I might come out of it, but I don't know, guys. It's tough. I can do it though. I can come out of it. So we'll just have to see how that works out. And then you want to go with this armor because if a lot of damage is going to fire, okay, and you make sure that your skills have capped fire, or not capped, but over capped, well, then you're just going to take less and less damage because, what does it say? 40% of physical damage. So 40% of the damage that's hitting me, I'm barely taking any damage at all when I finally do get hit. Okay? And also, if you didn't read it, this weapon gives you a shrine effect every 10 seconds, which is what's going on in the background here. That's one of the shrine effects. So they last 10 seconds and they rotate. You don't know what you're going to get, unfortunately. It's not always the same rotations, just this is what you get. Deal with it for 10 seconds. You have indestructibility, you have movement speed, like that right there makes me move, walk real fast, you know, like this. And every one of them is a positive. None of them's a negative, and that's one of the reasons why that weapon is so good right here, man. Alright, so we have that going on. It also gives you some resist. It does take a little bit of attack speed away, but I mean, guys, we're not hitting with attack speed. We're pulling this back. It's going to count to 5, and then you're going to let it go. When you let it go, pretty much whatever's in front of you or around you is dead. Now, you don't have to hold it for 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying? You can just go 1 second, let it go, boom, which is a pretty devastating blow. It's just one, okay? It takes about half their life away. You know, a lead will take a quarter away. So, you know, if there's those trees that come up that throw that, what's it called? If you're fighting a lead, he'll grow a tree and it'll throw chaos damage balls at you. Well, if you only got time to hold that down 2 seconds and you gotta move because it'll kill you, you know, you gotta do it. And for me, I'm having a rough time with that because my chaos resist is not there. So I'm working on it. I don't know what else to do. I could trade these gloves out and get some chaos resist on some gloves. If gloves can have chaos resist, I'm pretty sure they can. Would help a little bit. I could probably get some boots with chaos resist. So it's something that I'm gonna deal with. This character's on level 74, it's still a baby, so you know. Okay, what else we got here? So I tried to stack strength and resist the most that I could, okay, in life. And steel, I'm having a little bit of a hard time with resistance. You can see I take that ring off, my resist goes to crap. Take this ring off. It's not so bad on this ring. But, and then the belt, I just tried to get, you know, the thorns don't matter. I had some of my thorns build, but I had to get something that had 3 things so I can get each one of these. And what they do, they help a lot. Okay? And that right there helps mitigate some of the chaos damage right there, so that's great. Alright, so just try to get you a belt with some resist, life rejuvenation if you can get it, and as much life as you can get, but make sure, no matter what you do, get 3 slots, okay? Because it's extremely important, probably in any build. Now, the star of the show, guys. The star of the show. that makes this whole build happen, because without it, you're going to have one hell of a rough time getting this thing off the ground. And here it is. This shield is the star of the show. It makes the whole thing happen. If I was to take it off and try to do this build, it wouldn't work. I 100% guarantee it. Alright? And what gives you godliness with this shield is right there on the bottom of that shield where it says recover 4 life, maximum life when you block. And you're blocking. You're going to find out. You're going to see me block, 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 boom! And every time I take a hit, my life just, and it doesn't go down much. Okay? I can get killed, don't get me wrong. Usually it's the chaos ball because my chaos resistance is low, but that's what it takes to kill me. Okay? And that right there is because I got a big boost in life on the shrine, as you can see. That's the only reason my life dropped right there. Let's see, what else? Okay, and then the ammo, you want a little bit of spirit so you can run your hurls up there. Okay? They help. Every little thing helps. And then I already showed you this, and that's pretty much the gear. I showed you the map, and I showed you my stats. This needs to be a lot higher. I'm working on it. I think that's it. Alright guys, you want to see it in action? Alright, here we go. Now watch the blocks, man. It's insane. Alright, we'll launch them off. Okay.
Stand still!
See my life jumping back and forth, and then boom! You want to talk about satisfying, man. And you just block like crazy, and that shield just defends you, man. You know, it's one of the funnest builds I've ever made. I just like the whole holding and then boom and everything. I like that. And I still need to work on my AoE a little bit because I want it to reach all the way out here. I'm like right here. So that's going to take a little bit. Now, if I don't attack and I don't fight and I let my shrine do the work, it'll take a lot longer to kill it. As you can see, I'm not taking the damage. And any damage I do take, it comes right back because the shield gives me my life back. But it would take forever to kill myself. Alright, here's the lead out. They usually take me at this level to 2 shots. And every once in a while they can interrupt my block, but not very often.
Feel my wrath!
Well, we one-shotted it. You can do that. It happens. You get a good couple of crit hits and you can one-shot. Don't always do that. Yeah, there's the ball. Now, see, you just got it stealthy. Where's the elite? I knew there was an elite running. This is where I have problems, right? Trying to work on it.
Out of my way!
Then you ain't got time to rank up to 5. If you try to rank up to 5, you better get it. Well, this is where it takes time to kill. Only use a lead time. I can take one shot, but as you can see, it damage. Yeah, I do not like them. But anyway, you got to deal with them. It pushes you, it pushes you to create a better and better character. Alright, this is a good part to tell you about. Look at all these. I'm trying to hit the thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, but watch. Look how neat from my body. Oh, balls. Ooh, I just about didn't see him in time. Yeah, you're fighting the first thing. Get out of the way. We got him. I do not like that. It's the only thing that makes me move. Trials is very difficult with this build. I think what you'd have to do is put on some kind of other attack when you're doing that because you're just going to take too much damage. I just tried to do my 30 minutes and couldn't do it because I got all the way to the boss and then couldn't go any farther because I lost all my whatever you lose there. And so I know I could go back and do it, but I'm going to have to change to a different attack so I can kill faster and get out of the way, you know what I mean? So it's going to be like that. But yeah, man, it's a really fun build. I'm enjoying myself. If you got any questions about the build, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I'll try to answer the best I can. The shield is about 1 divine. It's the most expensive part of the build. Trying to get like godly rings. Each piece will be a divine. Trying to get godly rings. But you're gonna need them. You know, when you start getting towards the game, you're gonna need the godly. A lot of people, oh yeah, you can put together with your 3 half or gun cannon. Sorry, you can't. Not this one. I put about probably 15 kills divine. Say another count. Okay, so we did that. You've pretty much seen the build, but this right here, these are kind of expensive, guys. They're about. They can run from anywhere from 100 EX orbs to a divine, okay? Because you're getting your block. You gotta have 75% block, you know. Block. I tried to focus on block and area effect in my gyms. It was hard to find them, man. They just didn't really exist much. See, area of effect. I didn't get block on that one. That's all. I got some other ones in my stash, but that's what I got in the tree so far is those. I'm going to be heading toward this one pretty soon. What I'll probably do is so I can get over there quicker, is I'll take out maybe this or one of the block places, so I can use some skills to get on over here. Because as you can see, there's some block here, so I can grab this. Okay, a little bit quicker. So I don't know though, man. Man, it's in development. I just want to let you guys know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And I was going to take this, but it didn't up my block chance any more than it already is. Maybe the stun might help. I might grab it, we'll see. I'll experiment around with it a little bit. Because I can let go of this one and grab this and have that stun threshold too. But you know, man, this tree, there's so many different combinations and things you can do. It's just mind-blowing. Alright guys, I just wanted to kind of show you what's going on with me. It's been a while since I made a video, a few months. Gotta try to start getting back into it again. I'm gonna go ahead and play some POE 2 tomorrow. My son is gonna be playing with me, so we're gonna go through that and have some fun. But I'll be getting right back on this game again. I'm addicted to this game, man. I play like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day sometimes. So, all right, guys. We will talk to you in another video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe if you like my videos. I'm gonna start spitting them out again. I do a lot of POE too, man, and I do a lot of other games too. You know, not more than this one, but I play them. All right, man. We'll catch you later. Bye bye.